brothers and sisters, put your hands together for Apocalypse.
Peace. Here we go. Another day from the depths of Apocalypse. Dogs of God's Entertainment. With a quick word of reflection. Of course, what's on your mind, my brother? You know, I was thinking about this question this morning that I asked myself, so since you're listening, you might as well partake. You dig? Are you doing what you love to do? You know what I mean? That's a question that I ponder. And then, in what you do, how does it fit in the fulfillment of time as one who's striving to be a follower of the Messiah in our midst, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan? You know, is this something that we ponder and reflect on? You know, now I have to say that I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the end all be all, you know what I mean? But I love the thought of putting something together with my hands, you know, and serving it to the people, and the people loving what we serve. You know what I mean? That's a joy. And even being able to come out, of course, I'm talking about the foodie spot, to be able to come out and interact with the people. You know, I spent so much time on the block with the Final Call News, and, you know, have grown to love to interact with our people, the worst of our people to the best of our people. You know what I'm saying? I've learned how to love to have that kind of interaction with our people, because we believe that we've been given something that can actually help our condition. It proves to be such because of how it has helped my condition, so we desire to be able to use that on a daily, consistent basis. That's been our desire. You know, now I've had some nice jobs or whatever. When I say nice jobs, you know, some pretty good paying jobs, but they still didn't meet what I need. I still struggled financially and things of that nature. So, you know, in this dying world that pretty much robs us of our time and our energy and our talents and our everything, to be stuck and trapped in the cycle, in that vicious cycle of you know, trying to make ends meet, which will never meet. If they're both ends, how they gonna meet? They're not gonna meet. Now I don't know, we're in a circular universe. Maybe that's what you're talking about. But anyway, so we love what we do, but you know what I'm saying, we would love to do more. You know, I play bass guitar. You know, I love playing my bass. You know, even, you know, we started doing little lessons, and we're going to do more and more and more of those, because another thing that I would love to see is to be able to teach somebody the way I learn, and then they come one day and say, look, based on what you learned, man, look at what I can do. And they show me something. You know what I'm saying? So I would get love, joy, and a desire, and good energy from something like that. You know, I like to produce music, or I like to express myself. As you can see, I like to express myself because there's so much expression out here that's so degenerate, that's so low life, that's so, and then we tend to feed on that, we tend to love that, we tend to, you know, get a kick out of that, to where those are the things that go viral, those are the things that get most play or what have you. So I love the thought of being able to come on the other side of that with expression, with good expression that people can get some good energy from, grow from, live life from. You know what I'm saying? So we do that, you know what I'm saying, in terms of producing music. Now, in terms of the bass, I like to play my bass in here Or you know what I'm saying? But I love more to get with some musicians, man. And you know what I'm saying? And get into that zone, get into that groove. So, we would like to see, we would like to do more of that. So all of these things I'm mentioning are things that I'm working on to make it a part of my daily consistent life, to the point where it doesn't, or it I'm able to do it without worrying about where the next dollar coming from, how the lights gonna stay on, how the gas gonna stay on, how the roof gonna stay on my head, how food gonna stay on the table. You know what I'm saying? So these are the kinds of things we desire to give life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking you questions. This is constantly on my mind. We go to sleep on this. We wake up on this to determine, how we going to make this happen. You know what I mean? Now, the Elijah Muhammad said 95% of our problems will be solved by our unity. So I believe that too. So I constantly reach out to people who do what I do. Constantly see how we can vibe, see how we can, what can we do together? You know what I mean? To bring it all together, to put all our minds together. I mean, Elijah Muhammad said that in the blueprint, right? Come together, study the white man. Yeah, I mean, he make no excuse for his failures. So it's, you understand what I'm saying, right? And so we constantly working on that, and seeing who gonna bite. That's why I'm grateful to my brother Hashim, for doing the voiceover for my audio book. And if you haven't checked that out, check it out. And if you know people, that's the other thing. We've come through drug abuse, 14 years of my life, just strung out and caught up and stuck in that spiral, going down, digging my own grave for myself. And Allah blessed us to come out of that without a treatment program, things of that nature, just through, my church family, Reverend Willie Wilson, the Nation of Islam, the Ahmadis Farrakhan, the teachers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So we were blessed to come out of that, and we were able to document the steps that we use by Allah's grace to come up out of that. So what you do with that, Big Mike? We sharing it, walking the road to recovery, 9 steps in motion, because we want others to be able to do the same thing with what Allah has blessed us to be able to do. Now you could share that. I was listening to the DJ Rockwell radio show, and Student Minister Willie Muhammad, and our beautiful sister, I'm sorry, I don't remember her name, but from Atlanta, but they were talking about, listen, if you don't like what you see on a daily consistent basis that continues to feed the degeneracy, but you really have a problem with that, then promote what I'm doing. Take this flyer. When we talking about conflict resolution, we talking about 10,000 feelers standing between the guns, standing between the gangs. Promote that. Put that. You ain't got to say nothing. Just put my flyer out. And if the hundreds of thousands and millions of people who make these other things viral, if you really have a problem with all this filth and all this degeneracy and all this killing and all this and that, then promote others who doing something on the contrary, right? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, do it or not, we can't get around the fact that Allah is destroying this world and establishing His world. So where you want to be, which side you going to be on, then what are you going to do on a daily consistent basis to prove to yourself that that's where you at with it? I mean, you can say what you want out your mouth, you know what I'm saying? But what you do speaks way louder than what you say. So anyway, that's our word today from the Desert of Apocalypse. Enjoy what you do. You know what I mean? Make that your daily existence. Enjoying what you do. You know what I mean? To justify your existence. Hey, we're at the foodie spot from noon to 6 today. 7350 South Stony Island Avenue. Come on through. Peace.